She was like, is you having sex? Woo, woo, woo. I was like, no, I'm not. We not doing nothing, Mom. We not doing it. What's up, guys? As you can see by today's title, we will be talking about how I got pregnant at 15. So, hello. If you do not know me, I'm Arii. Okay, you see, check me out. And this right here is my sweet little Jada. Can't really see her, but she's sleeping at the moment. So, I am new to YouTube, and I hope y'all like my videos and stay tuned in, subscribe, like, and comment. So, if you get up to this video, okay? This story is a little bit long, but it's not like, it's like crazy and it's kind of like all over the place, you know, like not really, but you know, I'm gonna try to sum it up for y'all and make it sound right. Okay, so I was 15 and basically this was started over the summer. You know, the summer had came, it was coming. Let me repeat myself, it was approaching. It was May, and you know, I was just talking to my friends one day and I was just like, I want a new boo. I want something new. Like, I want somebody to you know, trying to be a little grown. You know, I want a little sneaky link, okay? So next thing you know, it's this boy in my mama building, okay? We're gonna call him M. That's it, M. His name is M. So it's this boy in my mama building or whatever, and you know, I was going over there more for the, like, getting ready for the summer or whatever, because I was just starting to go outside. So I kind of grew up with him, but I never liked him. But when we got older, he got fine. I was like, oh God, he is fine, okay? So one day I went to my mom's house and I needed my hair done. And M cousin, we're gonna call her Pretty because she's just short and pretty. So M cousin came over my mom's house to do my hair because I was getting my hair done. Like, I just needed to look cute, okay? So, you know, I had to come up with a plan. Like, okay, this is his cousin, you know, one of his favorite cousins, so I know she gonna put the bug in his ear. So I get to bringing him up in the middle of her doing my hair or whatever. I was like, oh my God, Madison is so fan. Like, girl, I got a crush on him. Do he got a girlfriend or something? And you know, she told me he had a little boo or whatever it was supposed to be, but unfortunately, that trashy thing didn't matter. So I started seeing all this stuff or whatever, and she called him in the middle of doing my hair. I got all scared. I was like, no, don't say nothing. But when she got done with my hair, you know, I was looking all good. Okay, period. So next thing you know, I went back home or whatever, and I get a text on Messenger like a few days after I had went home, talking about I heard you want to do some things. Like, the moment he hit my inbox and said that, I was like, damn, we might not be nothing but a sneaky link. Okay, so I'm like, should I be bold and say yeah, or should I be scared, be like, boy, no, I didn't say that? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be bold. Yep, I said it, and what's to it? What's to it? Yes, I said that. What's to it? Trying to be. So we get to talking and have a conversation. You know, he talk about some, I never looked at you that way. Like, you know, we never seen each other in that light. Well, now we do. You know, pretty bitches like me, I make a nigga fold. Okay. No matter who you is, how, none of that, all that, okay? We ain't gonna talk about all that. So next thing you know, get the text for a few days or whatever. And I was like, when I come back over my mama's house, is you trying to link? You know? Let's put this in action. So I went to my mom's house and I came over there. So I told my mom, I'ma be back. I'm finna go to my best friend house. Cause my best friend lived upstairs from us, you know? Okay? It's like a little apartment building, so you know how this go. So I text M and I'm like, so what's up? Like, come open the door. So M came and opened the door or whatever. And he was smelling good, looking good, just my type of nigga, okay? My type of picture, all that. You feel me? So I went in there or whatever, and I sat on, mad y'all, I had on my thick girl jeans, my hair flipped to the side, and a crop top. You know the vibes, okay? So, you know, he started asking me these questions, talk about some, oh, how you doing and whatever. I'm like, so is we finna do it or what? He like, chill, you trying to get straight to the point. I'm just in my head like, boy, you're not trying to get to know me or whatever. Stop. Let's get to what we came to do. So M took me in his room. Then, you know, he was one of the type of dudes that I never met before. Like, he was trying to be all romantic or whatever. And I'm like, ooh, this is new. Okay. You know, let him do his thing. So he get to trying to rip my pants off. He was like, ooh, you too thick. I can't even take them off. I'm like, at least you know. Okay, because booty was on. Ooh, okay. So he took my pants off. And, you know, I'm all pretty or whatever. So he went. You know, he did the thing. Okay? He did the thing. And next, you know, we got to the I can't even take myself serious. We got to the boom boom boom. Okay, it was like amazing. I was so shocked. And look, you heard the little water sounds. You know, like when you tap in the water or something, because you know I gotta lick it, okay? Sorry. It's my business. Let me stop. And, you know, like, you know, after a few weeks or whatever, you know, we still was doing or whatever, still linking. We was just vibing and just, you know. So, you know, it came to a time where he slipped up and shot me up with kids. Now, imagine, when I was little, my grandma always told me it take a few drops. So I was like, oh my God, you know, I'm thinking I'm pregnant and everything, you know. I bought a test. This was around when they was looting. So, you know, I got a pregnancy test on a low one pull up, okay? And this was like around, I would say like May 20th something, I believe. I know it was still in May, like it was in May. So I took the test or whatever, and it came out negative. I was shocked. I was like, now imagine when he did shoot me up with kids, he was like, his kids don't work. And I'm like, what you mean your kids don't work? He was like, it happened with other girls in the past and they never got pregnant. So I'm like, okay. You know, imagine, I don't really know nothing about sex. I don't know nothing about that stuff for real. So, you know, I don't really know. So I was like, okay. Well, I was like, you know, after I took my test, I'm like, maybe I just can't have kids. So we both thought that we couldn't have kids or nothing. You know, I was like, I don't know what in my man told me I should be okay with me not knowing if I can have kids or not. You know, I'm a little slow. So, next thing you know, he'll slip up a few more times. But see, this the thing. This is where the problem came in. We got way too comfortable doing it. And let me let y'all know. Don't let no boy shoot y'all up with kids and he telling y'all it don't work, or you just think you can't have kids. No. Get on birth control and take condom, okay? You don't want to be like me. So, you know, after a while, I started feeling some changes. Like, you know, after we've been, you know, doing it. And, like, my changes, like, start happening, like, in June. Like, my attitude changed. I just became real moody. Like, everything people did irritated me so bad. Like, I just wanted to punch them, you know? Like, yeah, okay. So, next after that, you know, I started smelling everything. Like, if you just stink just a little bit and you're not even by me, I will smell you all the way across the room. Like, they're not cool. And then, after that, I started having these real bad pains in the bottom of my stomach. I'm thinking it's just the period, like my period's about to come, and that's why I'm having these cramps down there or whatever. And it was like heavy cramps, like pressure. So that's when after the pain started, my period came. But it was spotting. It was like weird. So I'm like, you know, oh, it's nothing. And then another period came. Like, my period came twice. But this time, the flow was heavy. It was my regular flow. I'm like, okay, cool. So, like a few weeks go past or whatever. And I was at his house. And then that's when I fell asleep. And this is when my sister was at my mom's house. And, you know, we both was doing... I was doing my sneaky link, and my sister was gonna call me to let me know before my mama came in the house to come in the house. And my mom was in the house, and my mama got up and she was looking for me, so my sister get to blowing up my phone, but I'm asleep, so I didn't even know. And she came banging on his door, but man, I had already left out the house the moment I woke up, and they told me that somebody was looking for me. So I went back in the house or whatever, and next thing you know, she get to screaming and hollering at me, and I'm just sitting on the couch like, I'm sorry, Ma, I'm sorry. She was like, is you having sex? Woo. I was like, no, I'm not, we not doing nothing, Ma, we not doing nothing. She was like, you getting on birth control, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and you not even in this house, you know, just rambling more. And I was like, birth control, you know, I ain't want to get on no birth control, so I heard birth control make you fat. I was like, no, I'm not getting on birth control. The whole time I'm sitting over here arguing with her, and I'm pregnant. So, she made me a birth control appointment, right? So, I was just blue. So, next thing you know, my mama started knowing that we was kicking it or whatever. And I went back home. Mind you, she don't really like us talking because he was 18. No, I get it or whatever, but I ain't care about nobody. So, I went back home or whatever, and it was 2 days before my birth control appointment. I felt that I was pregnant. So, I wasn't feeling good, and I was in my mama's house. So I went to the doctor because I really wasn't feeling good. I went to the emergency room. And, you know, I don't know why, but I just had a feeling I was pregnant because this lady came in the waiting room with a baby. And the baby kept staring at me. And I was like, what if I go in this room and they tell me I'm pregnant? That'd be so weird, right? Yeah. So... they came in, they pulled me to the side. They was like, Mom, you can stay right here. We're just going to take her in and ask her some questions. I'm like, okay, cool. They was going to tell me my results of what was wrong with me. I go in there. I sit down. They was like, Miss Roosevelt, you're pregnant.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
What? I was like, this is a prank or something. Y'all pranking me. That's not true. No, I'm not. They was like, Miss Roosevelt, you're pregnant. I was like, I was trying to cry, but I couldn't cry because I was so fucking shitty. I was so shitty. I couldn't even cry. I couldn't. I was shitty as hell. Like, my tears wouldn't drop. I was just, I couldn't get it out. I started just, I called my sister. I didn't know what to do. I was just like, damn. In my head, I was like, abortion, 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 abortion. Abortion, period. Point blank. So, you know, they started telling me my options and all this other stuff. So I'm just in my head, like, how I'm finna tell my family? How I'm finna tell my mama? Like, what I'm finna do? So the nurse was nice enough, because, like, when you go to the hospital, I don't know if you know, but I think when you're a certain age, like, at least 13 and up or 16 and up, 15, one of them, like, at least between 13 to 16. When you go to the hospital or the emergency room, they don't have to tell your parent if you're pregnant or not. They can pull you in a room and it's up to you to tell you're pregnant. I think they made that by law now. I'm not sure, but I know certain hospitals, they don't have to pull your parent in a room. It's up to you. Or, like, you know, they can tell you on your own. So the nurse was nice enough. She separated all the papers that had pregnancy on it, and I put it in my pocket, and then me and my mama went home. So next thing you know, my mama asked me if I was pregnant. I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. No, what is she talking about? I don't know what she was talking about. And then I left out the room. But then I was on the phone with my friends, and I was like, should I tell her? But I was like, hold on, wait. Before I tell her, let me call back. So I called him. He was like, bro, we stupid. I'm like, no, you stupid. You the one that kept doing it. And, you know, we was just arguing. He was like, wait to make a decision. Like, we didn't know what we wanted to do. Well, I knew what I wanted to do in my head. I thought I did. So I went and told my mom after I got off the phone with him. I was like, I can't hold it in. I just have to tell her. So I went in the room. I sat down on her bed. And I was like, Mom, I know you finna be mad at me. I know you finna be disappointed. I started breaking down as I was talking. I lost the gangster at the moment. So I showed her the papers. I told her. She started staring at the door. She was just staring. Like, after I told her, I was crying and everything. I was like, Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I was speechless. I didn't know what I was talking about. I was sorry. I was so sorry. Like, I was just crying. So my mama was like, okay, before we tell the rest of the family, let's figure out what you want to do or whatever. And, you know, I went to go get my first ultrasound and stuff first before I told them. My mama set me up a doctor's appointment at Planned Parenthood. Y'all can do y'all stuff there too. They can get pregnancy tests. I'm not sure about abortions. I know they get pregnancy tests and they see how far along you is. And there's a lot of other stuff they do at Planned Parenthood. So I went to go get my first ultrasound, y'all, see how far along I was. Mad you. It's August now. I found out I was pregnant July 20th. Yes. Follow the timeline. So, it's August 13th. I went to go get my first ultrasound. And, you know, they had to stick this tube in me because I was very early. And, I didn't like that. It was very awkward. Of course, it's your doctor. So they did it, and they did the ultrasound, and I was looking at it. I was like, are you sure it's a baby in there, ma'am? Like, are you sure? Like, are you positive it's a baby in there? And then she was like, yeah, I'm positive. You see it? This right there is the baby. I was like, where? I was like, that's the baby? She was like, yeah. It was like this. It's a little circle, just a little old nugget, you know, like a little nugget. I was like, oh my God. Then I seen a little heartbeat, you know, I started getting all emotional. I'm like, yo. So I called the dad. I showed him the ultrasound. He get to talk about some, I'm proud of you. Woo. Wait, shut up. Stop it. We still don't even know what we want to do. So after I seen the ultrasound, I'm not gonna lie, I started second guessing. I was like, I don't think I want an abortion no more. Like, that's what really changed my mind. Like, after I seen the baby and seen the baby heartbeat, I was like, I really started thinking, you know. So next thing you know, after August 13th, they told me I had, I believe 7 weeks to decide, because I was a month pregnant. No, I was 1 month pregnant, and no, they told me I was 7 weeks pregnant. So I was a month and a few weeks already. And they told me I had 14 weeks to make my decision before I couldn't get an abortion no more. So that's when I was just very emotional. Like, I was depressed. After finding out I was pregnant, I was depressed. And I just didn't know what to do. I was always crying. You know, one minute I was like, I want to keep her. Next minute I was like, I can't do this. Like, what about everybody talking about me? You know, you got to have confidence. You got to be strong for this type of thing. Like, when you find out you're pregnant, you know, like, you got the people who say, I knew you was going to get pregnant. Then you got the crowd that's like, you know, that's going to support you. So it's like, I had to be strong. Like, I had to prepare myself mentally. You know, and abortions are not easy either. Like, they fuck you up in the head, you know, like, you're taking a life. So, you know, he didn't really know what he wanted. He was like, keep it, or, you know, not keep it. So that's when I believe it was around, sorry y'all, she's a little fussy. My duty's a little fussy. I believe it was around September when I decided to make my decision. And I finally came out and told the rest of my family. Like, the first person I told was my aunt, then my other aunt, then they made me tell my grandma. My grandma is always the person I was closest to. After I told her, she started crying because she never wanted to see me go through this so young. When she cried, I cried. Like, that broke my heart. Like, she made me want to get an abortion because I felt so bad about what I did. But I'm like, I can't let my decisions be based off other people. That's another thing. When you're pregnant, you can't determine your decision of keeping your child off with the next person. Like, you just, it's not good, you know? So then I told him I'm keeping it or whatever. He told his mom. She was like, you're gonna be a dad. And, you know, it was a very hard journey for me during my pregnancy. Like, a lot of emotions, a lot of kind of attachment moments, you know, especially when y'all having relationship problems. Like, my pregnancy was kind of tough, and then I was working, you know. I finally had got a job immediately. I got a job November 4th. As soon as I found out, you know, I was pregnant and stuff, I was like, I gotta get on my stuff. You know, my life goals are still gonna be the same. I always want to be in the medical field, so my life goals will still be the same. Just gotta work harder, you know. And here's my little stinky. So that is my story on how I got pregnant. As y'all can see, it was a little kind of all over the place, a little messy. I was nervous. This is my first video, But I hope y'all like it. Y'all like my energy. Y'all tune in, like, comment, and subscribe.